Welcome. Here we are. Thank you guys for your patience. Thank you for your patience. Here we are, though. I didn't let you down. We're up 15. Okay. Stream number 15. Here we are. You know, this is a call in show. And yes, of course, I talk about my topics. I talk about my topics. And we get to business, we get to work. You know, we get to work, we get to business. But tonight's topic, I did talk about long distance last time, as you guys remember, because it's such a topic that everybody tends to go through. You tend to mess this one up for yourself. And I can understand that. You know, we went over the levels of communication. We've talked about the good stuff. Where are we at? Bad friend groups, getting ghosted. Let me clarify the ghosting logic here for you because apparently we don't know what it means to be ghosted. I was going to do a whole video on this today, and I said, you know what? I'm going to explain in the live stream because apparently everybody has the whole idea of ghosting completely off from home. You dunsies. Thank you guys for your patience. And here we are. We're going to talk about ghosting for a second. We're going to talk about ghosting for a minute. Momento. And as we do talk about it, I'm going to let everybody know if anybody wants to call into the show tonight, let's assume you may. If you do, you hit that link. It's called StreamYard. You're going to see the link. It's the pinned in the chat and it's also in the description. So if anybody wants to call in tonight, that's how we are going to use the call-in show this evening. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Let's identify what ghosting is, shall we? Two things constitute ghosting. Too many people get confused. Oh, I got ghosted. How'd you get ghosted? You never answered his last question anyway. Silly little llama. So that doesn't report back to Ben. No. Ghosting is number one. You ask, inquire, or reach out, and they don't answer. That's a ghost. That means they left you on ghost mode. Okay. What that doesn't mean is that he didn't reach out for 8-9 hours, that he ghosted you. That's not a ghost, sweetie Petey. You're cooked. He didn't reach back out for a day. Okay. He asked you a question. You said no. And there was nothing to do after that. So he said, I'm going to leave her alone. She's not interesting. She has no flavor to her. She got no spice to her. She got no sugar and spice. Is nice. She ain't nice. I thought she was going to be sweetie Tahiti and she ain't. She's just confusing me. But now I'm not interested anymore. So I'm going to ghost this thing out. Now, I'm not for ghosting. Don't get me wrong. But I'm saying some of you are ghostable. No debate about that one. Some of you are ghostable. The second, I'm going to go into what makes you ghostable. But the second part of that I need to cover is if someone, yes, doesn't reach out, doesn't follow through, you never hear from them again, then they don't initiate or make plans with you. Big time. They just leave you be. They just let you go. That can be technically a ghost. And depending on where you're at in the relationship building process, depends on how you may take that. But I can understand. I'm not for ghosting, but hear me out. What would make somebody more ghostable? I ain't going to lie to you. Some people are ghostable. If you're boring, you don't answer questions, you don't show interest, you're ghostable. You just are. You're ripe. You're prime for somebody to say, what am I doing here? have no interest in doing this. I have no interest in putting any more in this bucket. I'm out of here. Ghostable. Can't even debate it. And some of you act like you've never ghosted anybody in your life. You have. You have. You might not have called it that. You might not have liked it. But in fact, it's a part of the process. It all comes with it. Listen, nobody's perfect. It just so happens you like it. You don't like it because it was somebody that you liked. So therefore, it's called obviously ghosting. Yeah, of course it is. But it comes along with the territory. Okay. And I understand there's things that are more acceptable. A couple weeks in, more acceptable than a couple months in. There. You get to know somebody. You want to do right by them. You don't want to just leave them high and dry. I can understand that. But too many of you get to misconstrue with the definitions. First off, just because you don't hear from the dude for a couple of days or whatever it is, doesn't mean he ghosts you. You never followed up. You never asked any questions. You didn't seem interested. You didn't reply that much. I mean, you answer one-word answers. You're ghostable, pal. You're ghostable on all flavors. All cylinders, papa. So get on board with that one. Ghostable. And honestly, some of your friends make you even more ghostable. They talk you into being ghostable. You're a ghost abilities. You're a ghostiquita. That's you. And some of you love being that because then you can just blame it on him. I'm sick of you. I'm absolutely horrifically done with you. All right, guys, here we're gonna do it. Listen, I got a lot of things I'm gonna go into here tonight. I did do this about two shows ago. I kind of started going on my rants about ghosting, and I talked to this girl, just in passing. She was talking about getting ghosted and this and that. And I love the topic of being ghosted because I quickly check it. Now, some people really do get ghosted, and I can understand that. I'm very empathetic to that. But in general and in mass, it's not happening like people complain about it is online. Just isn't. I know it happens to people you like, therefore it hurts more. Therefore, you have higher expectation. Fair enough. But we got to stop labeling it like it's extreme. Sometimes it's just like people forget and they lose interest in you. You weren't that interesting. They found somebody else. Life goes on. Not that big of a deal. Okay. Can't hold somebody a ridiculous standard. If I hold you to the auto standard, you'd be dunzos, the munzos. All right. So before I go into calling people in, she goes to say, is it bad that I get turned off if a man carries an umbrella when it's sprinkling out? Listen, girl, you can get mad at whatever you want to get mad at. You can get icks for whatever you want to get icks for. Nobody's going to stop your icks. The only thing that's going to get away from you, gonna get in the way of you getting somebody like is your crazy little icks. Oh my God, he stepped on his foot. He stepped the wrong way. He stepped with his foot out. He wore red in his shoes. He had these really crazy socks on. He opened an umbrella. I mean, God, he did something with his hand and just turned me off. Honestly, for some of this, all you are full of shit. And I'll call you out on that. I have no problem with that. I'm not saying her, but in general, yeah, you're full of shit, bro. You're full of shit. You want to get turned off? Go ahead. You have every right to get turned off. If you're going to get turned off by that, don't get mad when a guy's like, yeah, she started talking like a dude. I got turned off immediately. The minute she started saying X, Y, and Z, I got turned off immediately. And they do. Not as much as you. All right, Sophie, let's get it. Here we go. Oh, I'm spicy. I'm always spiced. I got a little spice kicking here. Come on, Sophie. You ready? Sophie, you next. You ready? Oh, she ready. Let's do it. Sophie first. Okay, Sophie. Hello.
Hello.
Sophie, how you doing?
I am doing well. How are you doing?
Doing fantastic. Now, you're not on camera. If you prefer to be on camera, I can add you, but you're not at the moment.
That's fine. I think I'm fine now.
You're fine not being.
Not being correct.
Okay, fantastic. I can see you. I'm the only one that can see you.
Perfect.
All right,
That's
Sophie,
enough.
where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Jacksonville, Florida.
Yes, Jacksonville. And how old?
38.
Okay, what you got for us?
Well, not much going on as far as dating at the moment because I
Mm,
recently found out
mm,
that I'm going to be relocated. So I was using the dating apps and things of that nature.
mm-hmm.
But now that I found out that I'm going to be relocating soon, I just prefer to stop it in the meantime, just to focus on the moving. Um, I'm also bilingual, so just wanted to let you know in case that, if I ask you or if you don't understand me, you can help
No,
me
I
with that.
understand you. Yeah, I understand you very clearly. Very clear. Okay, so you're leaving. You're going where?
Orlando.
Okay, so you're moving to Orlando.
Yes.
Interesting. What are you going to do in Orlando?
Okay. Well, I'm relocating due to job opportunities,
All right.
but I do have families there. I use
Okay.
Orlando a lot to travel,
Okay.
and so yeah, now that the opportunity opened up, um, yeah, so I think is the right time, and also a confirmation that here, like as far as dating, it wasn't going anywhere.
Okay. So you're going
Um,
somewhere for do for dating. What else you got? Go ahead. Or you can keep
yes.
going. I'll let you go ahead.
Yeah, but I wanted to take a minute to thank you for your content. Um, Although I was, like investing some of my energy throughout the apps, I was a person that could not, make eye contact and
Hmm.
things of that nature. And so when I started following you and following your content, I was like, okay, it makes sense because I'm also um, Latin. So we are more drawn to, like social interactions and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
So recently I started, like making eye contact on the places that I was going. And so I started practicing. I was like, okay, I'm not going to start with, these handsome guys, but let me just try with, whoever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then it worked out. And I was like, what? So I made eye contact, and then this person approached me and he just initiated a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, okay, well, this is working for me. And honestly, at the places that I'm going, I'm doing my own thing to enjoy the moment. I'm doing dance classes and just enjoying the moment. And I think your content is helping me to, um, not be shy, and also initiate and not aggressively initiate, but at least
Sure.
doing the eye contact.
So
And
the eyes have been working for you.
what is it?
The eyes have been working for you.
It had been working for me,
Oh, they
honestly. Yeah, and
work.
thank you. Yeah, it's been
Oh, they
working.
work.
Yes.
It's literally a tool you already have in your tool bag.
Yeah.
It's like your number one seller.
Yes. Yes. And I didn't know that, honestly.
You didn't
So
know that.
no, no. I mean, I didn't feel comfortable doing it. I didn't know that it was a way to just open the door a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's right. It is a way to open the door a little bit.
a little bit.
Eyes, prize, smile, dial.
Yes, yes.
Eyes are the you get. Come on. Eyes, prize, smile, dial. You guys know the deal. Okay, so it's working out.
It's working out. Yeah.
Good for
Yeah.
you. We love that. Love to hear that. Well, shout out to you. So if you listen, maybe Orlando is a little bit different for you when it comes to dating. So I appreciate you sharing that and let me know that it does actually work for you because some people, they have their own reservations. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it works for a vast majority of people. And if you just start to put an effort and the time and the social skills that you have either developed or not, they
Mhm.
need to be.
Correct. And also for the interactions that I've been having throughout the dating apps, and when they don't show interest, I'm like, okay, so they're not interested.
Mm-hmm.
If they are really interested, they should be, like reaching out, calling, following
Mm-hmm.
up. And so it has helped me a lot, honestly, your
Good.
advice. Yeah.
Good. I appreciate it, Sophie. Thank you for
Thank
calling in and
you.
saying that. Shout out to
Thank you.
Sophie.
Thank
And
you.
by the way, best of
Th-
luck on your move to Orlando.
Thank you. I hope to connect with you soon and let you know how it is going. Thank you.
I have some friends. I have people in Orlando. I have like groups in Orlando. So send me the. I could probably hook you up with a group in Orlando.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Please.
yeah.
Please.
Send it
Please.
over. All right. Send me DM. All right.
Bye.
See, I got peeps in Orlando too, man. I got Orlando on. I could hook people up. If she see one thing I liked about her, I'm gonna tell you what it is. She had a good attitude. She acknowledged, yeah, you know what, I might have done that in the past, but guess what? Now I'm doing shit and it working. And now I'm moving. So thank you. And she came in and I said, all right, I appreciate that. Thank you. But at the same time, all I'm saying was make some eyes. That's it. Yeah, I have my methods and everything else, but she did the work. And for people who do the work and have good faith and good attitudes, I always like to share where I can. I like to spread them in the good direction that you know the deal. All right, let's do this. Come on, Jazzy J. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello, Brenda, can you hear me?
Hey, I can hear
Hi.
you. How you doing, Jazzy? What's going on?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Are you muffled? I think like it's muffled.
Oh, really? Wait, hold
Just
on.
speak up a little bit more. Where are you calling from?
How about here?
That's
How about
much
now?
better. Thank you. Much better. No, it's much better.
All right.
Where are you calling from?
From Pennsylvania,
Pennsylvania. And how old?
33.
All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I've called you before during your TikTok live. And So yeah, I ended a relationship last November, and currently I'm dating, and there are two uh, people that I'm currently seeing. The other,
Wait,
the
what? I'm
first,
sorry. What's that? Hold on. I'm sorry. You were dating a dude in November. That ended, right?
yes, yes.
Now you're what?
Now I'm back in dating.
Okay, back in dating. Go ahead.
Yeah, so
So
the
what's been
first
going on?
guy,
Talk to me.
yeah, the first guy, Benny, he's 7 years younger than me, and I think I feel like we're in a different life stage, but
You think?
this
Yeah.
guy
Yeah.
has already laid down his intentions and very he's exerting so much effort, and but the other guy, he's older than me by 6 years.
Okay. So what's going on? Tell me. Let's get to the
So
point. Go ahead.
yeah, so I just want to ask your
Mm-hmm.
perspective
Mm-hmm.
on the which is like, should I give the chance to the older one, or to the younger one?
Hold on a second, because right now we're getting in the way of facts. The facts are how many times you've met up with each one of them?
The older one twice,
Uh huh.
and he hasn't really told me that he really wants to date me.
What do you mean
And
told you?
then
Has he told you with his action?
yeah, I've met his niece already.
Okay. 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 You saw him twice. When was that? I think we're getting confused here.
That was, I think, uh, last Sunday.
How old is he?
38.
38. Okay. Were you guys looking for the same thing?
Yeah,
You
looking
are.
for the same thing.
You are. Okay.
Yes.
And do you like him?
Yeah, he's
On a scale of
kind,
1 to
he's
10, on a
funny.
scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most, how much do you like him? How interested are you? Interested.
That would be 8.
So that's pretty high, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
So what's the hesitation here?
I just feel like he's not very he texts me maybe a few times a day, and
Okay.
doesn't ask me out like once a week. It's just maybe twice a month.
And the younger one asks you out more?
Yeah, the younger one asks me out more often,
How often do you see the younger one?
once a week.
Who do you like more?
Uh, well, I talk to the younger one more often.
Who do you like more? I guess is what I'm asking.
In terms of,
Who are you more interested in?
I'm interested with the older guy.
All right. See, the younger one might show you more attention, but you're not as interested in him.
Mm-hmm.
I think the answer has become obvious. I
Okay.
understand dealing with people who are interested in you, but I haven't seen deal on the other side with the older guy that he's not that interested. It seems like it just started. You guys talk once a day. Okay, he's asked you out.
Mm-hmm.
Has he asked you out this week?
He hasn't asked me out this week.
Okay, has he talked to you this week?
Yeah, he just messaged me yesterday.
All right, let's see how it pans out this week. See, the general consensus is here's what I've learned. People tend to go after what it is they want
Mm-hmm.
across the board. It doesn't matter what somebody's doing if you're not as interested in them.
Mm-hmm.
So I can understand your position. I think it's important to go with people who like you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't like them back that much, then it doesn't make a difference.
Hmm. Yeah, you're right.
So I think you need to let this one settle out a bit. I think you need to return interest when you can to the older dude who's showing you interest. If you don't return it back, he may just say, fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just do that and let it play out over the next week and a half. And if he doesn't ask you out over the next week and a half, say, hey, listen, I'm just thinking I'm looking for something a little more consistent because I'm looking for this at this phase of my life. Apparently, I don't get the same sign from you. And then that's
Yeah.
that.
Should I also end it with a younger guy?
I didn't say, I mean, listen, that's what you want to do. You know, it's early. You're not taken.
Yeah, it's just 3 months in, so
3?
yeah. With the
Oh,
younger
well.
guy, it's already 3 months,
Well,
but
if
with
you're
the
already
older,
asking, hold on a second. If you already asked me, should I end it? And it's been 3 months. I thought it was like 2 times. It's been 3 months with this young dude. Then that tells me everything I need to know.
yeah.
Am I wrong? I don't know. If I came to you, right? And I came to you in this position, I said, you know, I got 2 girls I'm dating, one older, one younger. I like the older one. I don't really like the younger one as much, but I've been seeing her more for 3 months. Should I end it with her? Because I like the older one more.
Uh, yeah.
What would you tell me?
Yeah, so that there would be no false hope.
I think that's far gone. I think he already has it.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Well, what would you tell me?
Um, it's funny because this is the same scenario that we had before in TikTok when we do the
We
actual
already talked about
scene.
this?
No, a different scenario, but this actual scene where you act like you're the guy.
Oh, yeah, because I'm trying to, you make me want to paint that picture for you. All right, Jazz, you know what to do. Come on.
Yeah.
All right, girl.
I don't
Best
know
of luck.
if you I don't know if you can remember, Benny, but I actually quoted your words the exact way that you said them before
What words?
on how to deal um with guys into commitment.
Wait, I'm sorry. What? What happened?
Never mind,
No,
when
I'm
it's a long
confused.
time
I'm
ago.
confused. I'm confused.
I know. It was just a long time ago
Oh, a long
when
time
I
ago. Yeah,
called.
I
Yeah.
don't remember a long time. I know. I'm so sorry. I wish I did. Yeah, I know. But Jazzy, I really do appreciate you calling in. So thank you. Thank you for this. It was a good
Okay.
chat. But I wish you best of luck. But I think you know which way to go here.
Yes. Thank you so much,
All
Benny.
right. Shout out to Jazzy. All right. Odessa, I see you in the queue. Odessa, Kathy, Melissa, I see you guys in the queue. Don't move. I'm gonna get to you in a second. Number one, understand something, guys. I'm all for going with people who like you. Anna just entered the backstage. Guys, do me a favor right now. If you want to call in, you got to hit the link. It's pinned in the chat. I will see you. I see you in order when you hit backstage. The same link is in the description of the video. So you don't, if you want to call in, you can call in. Number two, I need everybody to just take a moment and like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. That's my ask tonight. Is to like the video and subscribe to the video. That's all I'm gonna ask. I don't have to remind y'all. If you haven't subscribed, you better subscribe, Papa. Let's go, Odessa. Hello,
Hi, Benny. How are you?
Odessa. How you doing?
I'm good, good.
Are you good?
So I kind of.
Great. We love that. Love that. Where you calling from?
Asia,
What part?
Southeast Asia.
Okay. Okay. You don't want to say specifically.
Uh, just in case.
All right. All right. And how
It's a
old?
very specific situation.
Okay. Okay. And how old?
I'm 30.
Okay. Go ahead. Hit us.
So, this, I would say there are a few parts to my question in the end. It's more like but it's more in terms of, I guess, interpersonal workplace relationship kind of issue. So I've been there hasn't been anything happening, but this is I feel like your advice has been really practical compared to many I've seen online. So I thought I would come to you as well. But there is an element of relationship kind of thing. So there's this colleague at work that we have made a lot of eye contact. And
Wait, there's this colleague?
yeah, colleague.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Go
At
ahead.
work.
Shout out to
Go ahead.
Dan the man for 2 jewels. Much love to you, Dan. I see you. Go ahead.
Yeah, we've been making a lot of eye contact. So then he and this, I know you said that intention is if he actually approaches and asks you out. So what happened was that that hasn't happened. So I was the one who approached him after he added me on LinkedIn, and I approached him in real life because I couldn't stand the constant ambiguity of this eye contact. And then
Okay.
during that
Okay.
conversation, he said we should have coffee. So and he after that conversation, he texted me to have we should get a coffee into the diary and all of that. So but because of a few things, like basically after the World Cup, he was busy, and then I was also a bit busy because I don't really go into office that often.
Okay.
It seems it petered out a bit. I'm not sure. Like I would maybe things weren't as clear. Like I didn't actually set an exact timing or plan in terms of when the coffee should happen. Like I would say, like we could catch up more on Thursday, but I didn't set the time. So things like didn't happen in the end, even though I expected a coffee to happen on that Thursday that I mentioned. Then so basically, how do I go forward with this? Because I did. He went on a business trip. Before he went on a business trip, he asked for recommendations for the place that he's going because I've lived there for a while.
Okay.
But he didn't respond to that at all.
So wait,
So
where are you guys? All right, where are you guys communicating?
mostly Teams. Yeah,
Teams.
only Teams. Yeah, basically it's a workplace communication tool.
Okay. He asked you for a coffee. Is
Yeah,
that what I
but
heard?
I was the one I went up to him basically after he added me on LinkedIn. Congratulate him on like his promotion because he was
Okay.
promoted
Okay. You went up to him on LinkedIn or in person?
in person. In person.
Okay. And then he asked you for coffee. How long after you went up to him?
While we were talking, then he mentioned we should grab coffee sometime.
Okay. Okay. And you said yes, right?
I said sure. Then after that basically right after that he teams me after our conversation ended. He teams me and said, yeah, we should put it into a diary sometime.
Okay. And then what'd you say?
I said, yeah, sure, that works for me. Yeah, but I did say let's play it by the ear because I wasn't sure of my schedule. Like,
Okay. And that's okay. And that's okay. We don't have to be sure of anything. We have to be sure of intent. We don't have to be sure. We don't, it's not up to you. It's okay. That's all right. Where is he now?
he's on a business trip.
And you know the area he's going?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
He asked for recommendations in that
Have
area.
you sent him any?
Have I sent the recommendations? Yes.
You did?
Yep.
Okay. Where'd you send him?
On Teams.
Okay. Here's what we do. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When does he get back?
1 week later.
1 week from now. Okay. Here's what you could do if you're willing to do this, because the thing is, yes, in general, I do say if he doesn't ask you out, he's not that interested, but it's different rule sets for when you work with somebody, when you're talking about a colleague.
Mm-hmm.
Those are different conditions. Men typically don't really approach women in that way as much when they work with them because their job's on the line. They don't want to get reported to HR.
Mm-hmm.
Because of that, I'm not a big proponent of dating with inside of your work culture, but if it happens, it happens. I'm saying to you that because you understand, right? Because a guy is in a position where he doesn't want to ruffle feathers or like come at you when you don't want him to come at you or whatever it is, he's less likely to be more direct with you. He's more likely to be more subtle with you because he doesn't want to cross boundary. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, agree.
Right. So do you get the sense that he has a little bit of interest in you?
I mean, I know you when you say interest is if they ask you out.
No.
Comment.
Forget it. Forget the ask out. I'm talking about in person, how he talks to you or at all. Do you get the sense that he's like, she's kind of cute?
he does stare at me from afar when
Okay.
there isn't a need to.
Okay. So you overall you think that yeah, he might be a little interested. I think he is, right? Yes? No?
Yeah, I mean, and he added me on LinkedIn when our circles don't overlap at all.
Okay. Well, here we go. You ready? So now he's away. Say, hey, listen, I've sent my Rex over here. If you need more Rex, because I have a couple interesting ones you may want to hear, here's my number.
Wow, that's forward.
No, you just give him the keys. Just give him the keys. He'll take it. He's gonna
Even
ask.
after me
Mhm.
sending the rec and him
I mean,
not
you already
responding.
sent the Rex. My point is this, right?
Mhm.
Whether you use it for the Rex, it doesn't see the end all be all is that he has your info. Now, other people could say, well, I wouldn't do that at work. Well, I don't care what they would do at work. That's why me and you are talking. Because most people wouldn't do this because yes, there's risks associated with job. I understand. But if you already
Mhm.
got that sense, and sometimes if you guys don't cross over, you guys don't work together, there's the operations are not coming together, you guys don't work in the same teams. That's
Mhm.
different. It's a little bit different. That being said, whether you send over for recommendations or whether it's say, hey, whenever you want to book that coffee, here's my number, or I'll see how you use this. Here's my number in case you want to use it for the Rex or anything else. We don't have to be on
Mhm.
teams. I'm telling you, it's just a more personable way. Give him the key.
Okay.
And you will see he will use it.
Sure. Hopefully.
I bet he'll use it.
So you don't think I should ignore him because he has already ignored me like once?
What do you mean ignored you?
Basically, I sent the recs, but he hasn't responded at all for a while.
Okay, well, when he responds next, then you can send your number. How about that? Is that a fair
Okay.
deal?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Next time he reaches out to it, any moment at any time, you say, hey, this might be easier for you.
Okay. Sure. Thank you, Benny. Thanks.
All right. All right. Shout out to Odessa. Shout out to her. Listen, I know some of you guys don't listen. I'm not big on dating people inside your work culture. I'm not saying I am. However, there's always exceptions to that. And I'm just saying for those exceptions, you want to do stuff like this because men are really not going to take that chance. It's too risque. It's too risque. But I guarantee one thing. I guarantee I do want a mic in women's ears. Shout out to Dane. Yeah. Dane? Is that Dane? Yeah, Dane. Yeah, I do want to have a show where I have a mic in women's ears. Oh, that'd be great. That'd be a good one. Um, yeah, man, listen, you got to be able to take a little bit of risque move. Inside of work culture and that, yes, it gets sticky. You guys overlap, that gets sticky. You get this gets a little, yes, it does. But understand something, when it's less of that and you already know somebody's a little interested, de-risk it because I'm gonna tell you something. He's gonna second guess doing anything inside that organization because he could lose his job. He'll get complained against. Somebody report him to HR. Next thing you know, he's getting kicked out. He's got to take his boxes out, like a classic movie does. Here he goes with his boxes. And that's what I get for trying to get a girl's number, huh? Last time I'll do that. Now I gotta work at Starbucks for another 3 weeks. Get my money back up. I'm sick of you. Are you though, dude? Hello, Anna.
Hey Benny, how are you?
How's it going, girl? How you doing?
I'm good. I talked to you last week, so I have an
Oh,
update or just follow-up
you
questions
did.
for you.
Now you're gonna have to remind me a couple of things because I'm gonna,
No, that's
I don't.
okay.
All right.
I
So
will.
Anna, where you from? Just say from age.
Milwaukee, and I'm gonna be 31.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so I called in last week. I just wanted like your intake and just your opinion on a situation. So, this guy and I have been seeing each other for going on 2.5, 3 months now, and it's been going really good. And just to remind you, we've known each other for a couple years. Like we matched on Hinge back in 22, and but we never met in person until we met at like a social event a year later. And
Mhm.
so there's just always kind of been like this kind of unspoken flirtation kind of between him and I whenever we would see each other and we exchanged numbers. So fast forward like late last year, 25, just would reach out, hey, how's it going? Kind of were like pen pals, just back and forth. casually. And so it wasn't until the beginning of this year he started asking to go bowling. So I said, okay, let's go bowling. So we went on, we hung out for the first time alone in the middle of May, and it went really good, but we didn't call it a first date just because we weren't really sure of each other because we never hung out alone. So it's just
Mm.
kind of like a feel each other out. So fast forward, we've like gone on 20 plus dates, and from anyone's perspective, you'd say, oh, it's going good. But there's just been little things during the course of that has been brought up. I kind of explained to you how there was like that female that was calling him, and your advice was like, wait, why are you asking him who's calling him? Like it's too early on and all that, which I totally get. Um, but recently, the last two times I had seen him, uh, there's just been little stuff that has been brought up. Not so much like compatibility wise, but just like, hey, this is kind of what I'm looking for. I'm dating with intention. And I did try bringing up the kind of like the exclusivity, not like, oh, I'm ready to be boyfriend and girlfriend, but just like, hey, we're really enjoying each other. And this has been kind of accelerated after only 2.5 months. We've gone on 20 plus dates. We see each
Okay.
other 2 times a
Okay.
week. And
Are you sure you talked to me?
I did, yeah.
All right, just double checking because I'm trying to remember this specific story. I'm like, wait, I don't know. Maybe you voiced it differently. Okay, go ahead. So you've been
Yeah, I
talking
probably
consistently.
it's such a long story, and I don't want to bore you, so
That's okay.
I can't give you all the context,
It's
so I'm
all
just
good.
trying to give you like bits and
No,
pieces.
it's all good. Okay, so now you're at the place. Go ahead. I'll let you finish that one off. Go ahead.
Yeah, so it just got to the point where he had brought up one time in the car, we were coming home from a concert. He said, "Oh wow, like we've really spent a lot of time together." And I said, "Yeah, we have, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm kind of curious where this is going." And it was just like dead silence. Like he didn't respond to that. So I didn't bring anything up. The next time we talked, I did bring it up though. I said, it would be nice to know kind of, how you're feeling about this, where you think it's headed. When I first, like when we started dating, you knew I wasn't on the dating apps, and I wasn't really putting myself out there, but I'm really enjoying getting to know you. And then I just pretty much asked him, like, where's he at? Is
Okay.
he still on the apps? And he
Mm-hmm.
said, oh, the app is on my phone, but I'm not like logged in or
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
swiping. And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, sounds good. But he didn't give me that clear, straight answer. And I think just like in this modern dating world, it's so easy to get kind of like caught up in our heads. And I listen to your advice, and I hear you say like, oh, 2 months in is too early. But on the other hand, it's like after 20 plus dates, how long do you need to know if you want to just date one person or if you're just wasting your time? I think that's what I struggle with.
I understand. I say 2 months is a little bit early because for many it is because they don't get to see each other uh, 20 something times
Yeah.
in that time frame. Frequency matters here.
Mm-hmm.
It does. It definitely matters. And how long are you guys in now? 2 months? Is that what I said? Or three?
Since like middle of May, so going on 3 months.
All right. Wait, middle of May. So that's June,
Maybe
July,
June, July,
August.
August. Yeah,
All
coming up
right.
in August will be
All
3.
right.
I know we're in August already.
Well, okay. So we're in August already. All right. So it's almost 3 months. So the thing is this: how often do you guys talk? Remind me.
Every day. So he makes we check in whether it's just texting or sometimes he'll FaceTime or we'll just
Okay. And
call.
how old is he again?
He's 32.
32. Okay. You guys want the same things? It seems to be going in the direction you want it to go.
Yeah, I seem to think so. Like the other complicated thing is he is international, so he's here for work, so that kind of leaves a little bit of a
That definitely does. That's a
not
big
a
factor.
clear, it's a big factor. So I
No,
think
huge factor.
that's also why I'm a little bit hesitant because I would like to find someone to marry. Like
Well,
I'm at that point and I'm just fearful that it may be not that serious for him.
I understand, but yes, that could be a thing, right? And listen, when does he leave?
He doesn't have a set time. He's here on a work visa, so I guess however long work keeps him.
All right.
He's
So
been here for
listen,
at least 8 years. So
Understood. And listen, if everything's going in a place where you feel like it's going in a natural progression
Mhm.
for a relationship, and you guys want the same things, and you can see, the more you hang out with somebody, the higher the frequency, typically, the more you can communicate with them. Typically.
Mhm.
And you said you've communicated with them a little bit. So if this is the point, you say, hey, is this natural for us to go to the next phase? Because this is what I'm looking for.
Mhm.
Have you said that?
I did. There's been a few other factors. So coming up on this, like over the course of this, maybe this part you'll remember from last week. I told you there was a like at least a week or two between like I wasn't feeling well and then there was all the World Cup games. He was going out like every night with his friends.
Yeah.
And so it kind of we had that question of like lifestyle because I told him like, like I own a home, I have two dogs I take care of, like sometimes I like to have chill nights in, but I also like to have fun. Like, where are you at with your
Okay.
lifestyle? Like,
Well,
if you consistently have to be outside of your apartment and you're constantly out with friends, then maybe there might be a little bit of a different lifestyle. So it's like we talked about that and we pretty much were like, yeah, we'll see like how our lifestyles can go. But he pretty much told me like, hey, this isn't the norm. It's just the FIFA games. Like, that's
okay,
just
okay, but okay. This is a lot. Okay, now we're getting to details that don't need to be details. You guys have been
yeah.
seeing each other for almost 3 months. My point is this: if you guys have been hanging out 20 plus something times,
Yeah.
and this is giving you anxiety, and you don't wait this anymore, then bring it up to him in detail. What we just spoke about. Why can't you do
Mhm.
that? That's my question.
The question is, I did bring that up the last time I seen him, and it just seemed like he was doing this talking in circles again. Like he pretty much said, "Yes, I should directly communicate to you that we're exclusive." But I was implying because I removed the apps from my phone that you're the only one that I'm seeing. Like he seems to be beating around the bush, and now I'm just kind of getting the
But
sense
now
that
it's to
he's
the point. Yeah,
keeping.
but now it's to the point where you're saying, hey, listen, if you don't see this as a relationship, that's okay. Maybe we could just move our different directions. But that's kind of what I'm at.
Yeah. And that's
You know,
that was kind of like where I had left the conversation was like this is where I'm headed and
this
it's
is
okay like if you're not on that page but just let me know. But then he didn't and yet he's still now like
all right. So
texting
then
me
there,
every
okay.
day.
So there you go. Right. So you have to be
Yeah.
willing. If he just doesn't want to have the conversation, then that tells you a lot. And you can say, hey, listen, I get it. You don't want to have this, but this is just
Mhm.
a requirement that I'm looking for. It is what
Yeah.
it is. You have to be willing to lose it. By the way,
Yep.
you are a little bit much.
I am. I have a big personality.
Oh, that's what you call it.
I have some high expectations.
No, I wouldn't say high expectations per se. I mean, maybe you do, but I haven't heard them in this directly. I'm just saying it's, the detail. All I'm saying is this overall, I think it's
Mhm.
not a problem. I'm saying you have to be willing to lose it though.
Yeah. That's fair.
I just don't know if you're at that point yet, That's all I'm saying.
Mhm.
Like some people are and some people aren't. That's why 2 months, in my opinion, is very low.
Mhm.
I don't suggest 2 months.
Mhm.
Typically, if a guy doesn't know in 3 or 4, if he wants to, then typically you got a problem. But
Mhm.
2 is just too low, typically across the board. Now you can argue the frequency point, yes, makes a little bit of a difference, but still in general, you have to be able to see somebody out. And I understand that you want to push us along. So I'm not trying to conflict you with the messaging, but I am trying to say that, you should be able to read the situation and say, well, wait a minute, am I comfortable with letting this pan out a bit more? And if I'm
Mhm.
not comfortable with it because of all the things you're suspicious of him or whatever the deal is, then you can say it to him. And if he doesn't want to do it, you have to let it go. You have to say, hey,
Mhm.
listen, I don't think this is for me then.
Yeah, can I ask you like where do you like after that amount of time, what is the norm? I feel like I've just been kind of out of the dating scene the last couple years. I've honestly just been doing me. What is the norm of like what should be happening at that point? Like is it okay to introduce to friends? Like should you bring up to your parents, "Hey, I'm seeing a girl." Like what is the norm? Or is it normal to just talk to someone every day, go on dates, but
Are you
then
talking?
they're
Wait, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Are you asking questions because you want to know how he's operating, if it's normal?
yeah, I have no idea if
But
that's
it's
if
not about
that's
what's normal. It's not about what's normal. See, because
Mhm.
what you're describing is communication styles, and what you're describing also is somebody's lifestyle. Like some
Yeah.
people aren't that close with their parents. Some people don't tell their parents everything. This is
Mhm.
an absurd thing to
Yeah.
track. So no, if I would sit up here and lie my ass off and tell you, yeah, it's really normal for every guy at 2 months in to tell their parents, I'm full of shit. And everybody else is saying is all full of shit too. So that's not true at all. Everybody has different relationships, different communication styles, different methods of dealing with trauma or baggage or anything else. Like there's no how's the norm, because I feel like you're wanting to look for the norms. You can compare him to the norm. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about, listen, you have a choice. You obviously like him. If you like him enough to want to see this thing out another month, then you can do that.
Yeah, I think that's just what I've struggled with, is knowing, like, just trying to see someone's actions versus their
Yeah, but
words.
why?
I think
But
that's,
here's the thing, right? You don't get to see that when you're rushing it. That's why, 20
yeah.
times in 2 months, that's a rush.
Mm-hmm.
Now, nobody wants to say that, but that is. That's why I say 2 months is enough, because yes, amount of times you see them, but why are you trying to close so quickly? Like, why can't you just say, you know what? I'm not going to pressure this. I'm saying if it's giving you anxiety, it's giving you anxiety. But at some point, you have to let people choose.
Yeah.
I'm not saying wait 6 months or 7 months. I'm just saying, you don't want to press it either.
Yeah. Then how would you say, like, because I've heard your advice before where you're like, don't give them girlfriend benefits. Well, then, like, what does that look like after 2.5 months? Because
Yeah,
from, and
but girlfriend samples and girlfriend benefits are different. And I've
yeah, like,
distinguished the difference between those, because girlfriend benefits is girlfriend. That means you are his girlfriend without being girlfriend. That means you do girlfriend things. That means you are meeting parents. That means you are staying over every night or whatever it is, multiple nights a week. That means you are doing cookie stuffs with him. That means you are going out here doing it's girlfriend. There's no
yeah,
distinguishing factor between girlfriend benefits and girlfriend. My point is, yes, of course you want to do girlfriend sample. That's the whole point of it.
yeah.
That means he has to taste what it's like to be with you. But my point is this: I feel like I still feel like you're rushing things.
Okay.
I just do, and
Mm-hmm.
not on your action, just based on your energy. I can hear like you're like trying to get to the point, like what's normal, what should I put up with, what shouldn't I put up with, what if I hang out with him more? It's like you're doing too much. Let it roll
Yeah.
out. Why
I
are we
think it's
pushing
just,
this?
yeah, I think it's just because I have let it rolled out. And like I said,
But you didn't. You didn't let it roll out. I'm gonna call you on that one. You didn't let it roll out.
how long were you letting it roll
It's been
out
two and a
for?
half months. No, stop.
Yeah.
It's been 2.5 months. Even if I gave you the 3, fine, I'll give you the 3. But you're also saying we hung out 20 something times. That's not letting it roll out.
Mm-hmm.
You're not observing him. See, you ladies need to be on the observation deck too, but you're not. You're waiting for the contract, the deal to close. I understand, but it doesn't work that way. You have to let people show you a bit. And when you start pressing them too early about these things, they're going to get a little bit like, why is she pressing me so much? So like, what is the security that comes along 2 months in?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm asking. Now, I said at a certain point, it's okay to require commitment. But I'm just saying, if it feels like you're pressing and rushing it, it might feel like it's not real to him anyway. It might feel like, why is she doing this? It feels off to me.
Yeah. Maybe we're just on different like levels then. Because
Then
I
you should
feel,
be able to communicate with him. If you hung out with him this much, you should be able to say, hey, listen, if I came on strong, whatever, here's where I'm
mm-hmm.
at. Here's the place I am. You can choose to see it my way, and hopefully you do, and see where I'm at and understand my position here. Then talk to him
Mm-hmm.
about it. Instead of playing this guessing game about what's he feeling, how should he be operating? It's not
No,
about how he
trust
should
me,
be.
I've had these conversations and it didn't seem like it got anywhere. So I think that's my answer.
So okay, so if you've had these real in depth,
I have, yeah.
okay, if they've went really in depth and real personal, then I guess you have your answer.
I have my answer. Yeah.
Okay,
I think I've just tried to give him the benefit of the doubt because, like, it is early and maybe, yeah, maybe my feelings are a little bit stronger than like his.
they might
But
be, but as long as you're not coming at it from a closure standpoint.
yeah. Yeah. No, I wasn't. Yeah. I'm not trying to
Okay.
like get married next week or anything like
Mm,
that. I just wanted to make sure that like we were on the same page. And it didn't seem like no matter how much I communicated, it didn't seem like he could communicate that. So maybe it's just, yeah, maybe we're just looking for different things.
Okay. All right.
Thanks,
Fair enough.
Benny. I
All right.
appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Shout out to Anna. Let me just kick her from. Hold on a second. Let me say something to you right now. Guys, I saw a couple people in here. If you want to call back in, because I know you exited back out. If you want to call into the stream, hit the link in the chats. I will get to you next. Jamie, I see you in a second. I'll get right to you. I want to say something to you, guys. There's a difference between letting things happen and then requiring commitment. Now, this is not even a knock against her. I'm just going to push that moment to the side. There's a difference between letting things happen and then requiring commitment, or trying to get fast track your relationship and then push commitment. That doesn't work because people don't get to choose in that way. They feel rushed to their choice. It's like somebody trying to sell you something and they always want to see you. Come by the store. Come by the store. Trust me, you're going to love it. Come by. Let's see. Yeah, I'll come to you too if you need to. I'll come to, yeah, I'll come to you. That's probably, yeah. And how about you just sign right here? Let's get this deal done. How about that? And you're like, well, I don't know. I don't really know if I want to commit to this for the next year yet. It's like, come on. What do you mean you don't know if you want to commit? Come on, pal. Step on in. Give me your money and we could just have a good time. Everything's fine in here. You know that. It's a great time inside. So I don't know what your hesitation is. See, Bobby and Jenna committed. What's wrong with you, man? Huh? It's good with you, man. I'm telling you that leaves a taste in somebody's mouth. And they say, well, and what happens is many times is when you press it, when you hang out with somebody too much early on, you tend to put that there quicker. Now, I think she was sweet and she's a sweetie. But let me tell you something. In general, I think that's a bit much. Now, maybe I'm reading it wrong. All right, Jamie, let's get this. Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Okay, so I'm gonna try and make it short and to the point.
Yeah.
So I matched with a guy on a dating app.
Wait, where are you calling from, Jamie?
Arizona.
Oh, cool. Arizona. And how old?
Yes.
All
I
right.
am 31.
31, Arizona. Go ahead. What you got for us?
So I matched with the guy on a dating app beginning of July. Messaged him. He was playing pool in one of the pictures. So I said, hey, teach me to play pool.
Mhm.
So we went to a dive bar for a first date, very casual to go play pool. It was a really good date. He texted me when I got home. I was like, hey, I had a really good time. I was like, oh, me too. That was like, let's say Saturday or something. He's going out of town on Wednesday for a couple weeks. So I texted him before he left. I said, hey, had a really good time on Saturday. Let's get together again when you're back. And he was like, yes, sounds great. Let's do it. And then I didn't really hear from him at all. He texted me on the 4th of July. I said, hey, have a good 4th of July, which was like 4 days later, something like that. And I just heard from him today, which has been a little over a month since I've talked to him, and was like, hey, are we going to go on a second date? So I guess my question is kind of like, it seems to me that he's just doing it because maybe he's bored or he's not super interested, or maybe he would have reached out sooner than like a month later.
All right. Go ahead. I'll let you finish and then I'll give my two.
That was pretty much it.
Okay. How old is he?
He's 32.
All right. So where'd he go when he went away?
He went to go visit family in Ohio,
Okay. And how long was he away, if you're generally speaking?
like a week and a half to 2 weeks or so.
Okay. And when he came, when he reached back out to you, right?
Hmm.
Which was how long ago?
Today.
And what did he say?
He just said, hey, are we going to go on that date?
Okay. And what'd you say?
I haven't responded to him yet. That was actually like an hour ago.
Okay. Are you giddy? Are you excited for that?
A little bit, but kind of confused at the same time.
Understood. But at the same time, here's the thing, right? You guys went on one date
Hmm.
and he probably liked you to some extent, obviously. But there could have been a variety of reasons. He could have been talking to somebody else.
Hmm.
He could have went on another date with somebody else. That could have been a thing too. So regardless of the reasons, he asked you back out. Now you get to choose to say yes, or you get to say, no, I didn't like the fact he didn't want to do it for a month.
Yeah.
If it's somebody you actually liked, which it does sound like it, I don't see why you wouldn't say yes.
Yeah. I think I
Because
get.
most girls make this mistake here. And they think, oh, I'm going to punish him because he reached out a month later. But you're not punishing him. You're punishing you.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that. You could say, go ahead. You could say,
I could say absolutely sounds great.
You could, well, yeah, you could say, sounds good. Haven't heard from you in a while, but let me know time and place.
Okay.
You know, yeah, you could go. And I think you should go.
Okay.
I think you should. I think you should get a second go.
Okay. That's fair. I do want to. I think I just get, I start to think too much of like, oh, he's not communicating, so he's not interested.
Well, there could have been a variety of things, and I'm not saying that he was or wasn't. I'm saying he went away for a bit, he came back, and he
Yeah.
chose to reach back out 2 weeks after he got back, and that's fine. Now,
Yeah.
again, right? Interest is backed by action.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, if you gave the same example and you said, "Okay, well, I had the date with a guy, he hasn't asked me back out, but he texts me every day," I would say this guy's more interested.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
Okay. So I think it's worth giving it a second go. And if you see this pattern happen again, then you've come to your conclusion. But I don't think you should come to it now.
Okay. That's fair. Thanks for talking me off
Yeah.
the ledge.
Yeah. Hopefully I stopped you from doing something that you didn't want to do. All right. Good. All right, girl. Have a good night. Have a good night, Jamie. See, let me tell you something, y'all. Who knows why he didn't reach out for 2 weeks? Not my position. But what my position is that he did reach back out and said, let's go on that second date. Because he got right to the action. Notice that? Notice that? Hold on, take note. Did you notice that? Did you notice he wasn't going back saying, hey, what's going on with your week? And, did your dog get enough walking or some stupid shit? No. He went back and said, so when are we going to do that date? You want a man of action? I guess you got one. You know what I'm going to say? What am I going to say, pal? Guys, like the video. I just need you to like the video, and I need you to, anybody who has not subscribed to the channel yet, I just need you to hit the subscribe button. That's my ask. I'm not asking for much. I'm asking for very little. That's it. But here's how it goes. This is a part of dating. You get to choose who you give chances to. Now, I understand nobody's situation is going to be perfect. Everybody's going to, nobody's, by the way, situation is perfect. Nobody just runs it down into perfection. Everybody gets these moments where they're uncertain, they're insecure. Somebody does something that somebody didn't text back. Somebody left them on 3 weeks. This fucking happens. Okay. It's about understanding it for the people that you like. It's about, you can give leeway as long as it's good faith and you're getting good faith in return. If you're not getting good faith in return, you don't need to do that. But it's worth it. It's all worth it. Oh, it's all diggity dang. Yep. Yeah, you guys already know the link is right there. If I'm going to take one more, I'll take one more if you guys want. I'll take another one. If you guys want to call in, you already know the deal. The link is pinned in the chat. You can't even miss this damn thing. You can't miss that. It's pinned in the chat, pal. Let's see. All right, that's it. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if it zoomed into my face better. Yeah, there we go. Because sometimes my camera be messing up. They need to correct that thing. You send a gift, Charlotte. Charlotte, what you send, girl? Shout out to Charlotte for sending a gift. Shout out to Charlotte. Who's walking dogs? Charlotte, somebody dog walker, man. She about to be walking these doggies and puppies up and down the street on the boulevard. Hit them. Huh? Oh, 10 jewels. Shout out to Charlotte for the super chat. 10 jewels. Is that a super chat or is that a donation? I don't even know. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Is it me, Marisa?
Yes, girl. Yes, girl.
The first try ever.
Is it?
Yeah. Hi,
Wow.
Benny.
How's
So
it
I have a
going?
fun story, okay? I'm from Mexico. I'm Mexican.
Mexico. And how old?
Yes. I'm 42.
Okay, go ahead. Give me the
Okay,
fun
so
story.
it's a great story. So I'm divorced, and back on the World Cup, I met the cutest Korean guy. He's from Canada, living in the US, okay? And we had a great time. He went back to to the US and then came back to Mexico to spend 3 weeks with me. Okay. So we fell in love.
You fall in
We're,
love.
yes, totally 100%, both of us. And it's been great. But two things. So he's younger, we're both divorced, and we have like a very serious chat about where were we going, no? And so we're 100% serious about it. So what I'm asking you is because I just saw a reel from you talking about the long distance um, when it's not real.
Uh-huh.
I
Uh-huh.
want to know the opposite, no? Because we did. I mean, he's great to me. I'm great to him. There's no malice. We have a great time. I'm going over to see him in a couple of weeks, and then we have plans to keep on seeing each other. Obviously, we talk every day.
All right, where does he live?
San Francisco.
All right. You see him how often though?
I've seen him for a month in a row, and then that's it.
How old is he?
34. I know, I know, I know, I know. We have a lot against, but the thing is that the good things that we have going on for each other is really, really great. It's really awesome.
What's that? Can
And
you tell me about those things?
well, I think I mean in English, what can what I could say is that we really clicked in a very deep way, like points of view, like the important stuff, no? Um, how do we see it, like in the future? Obviously, we are very attracted to each other.
Okay, you have kids?
I do.
And does
He
he?
doesn't. No, he
Does he
doesn't.
want kids?
Yeah, that's the thing. He doesn't know, and
Yeah,
he
okay.
might. He
You know what's
might.
funny? You know what's funny? All these guys that say they don't know to women that are older than them, they know the deal. They
What
know
it
the
be?
deal. They typically know the deal.
Uh-huh.
They know they do. They just don't want to say that because if they say that, they have a friction point in the relationship now.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
So
And we
I ain't
talk
gonna lie,
about it.
that is going to be a factor. I know we both know that right now.
Yes, yes, and we do too.
Okay, you do too. Now you've seen him for a month straight. He's
Yes,
34. What does he do for a living?
he's a lawyer.
He's a lawyer. How long he's been doing law?
Well, since he graduated.
Why'd you giggle?
I just want to hear what you're gonna say.
No, I'm just curious what he does because I want to understand where he's at in his life. You know, we could, people could do things. It just adds to the.
No, for example, he said that he might come to live in Mexico, like in a 5-year period of time, no? Which I know it sounds really far off in the future, but we talked about it in a very serious way. Be,
How long have you known this guy for?
Benny, FIFA World Cup, it was, you know
Just
how.
recently. Just recently.
Yes, 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 yes.
So this is all brand new.
Yes,
Okay, just double checking. This is all very brand new.
yes.
So we're talking about 5 years. We're talking about intimate. I mean, let's be
I
honest with
know.
ourselves. It's all
That's
fun
why
and
I'm
games.
asking
It's
about
all
the long
I
distance,
yeah,
right?
and I'm telling you, it's not. You have double, triple whammies against you on this one. You got to do, yeah, you got a dude that's 8, 9 years younger than you, and he lives long distance.
Uh-huh.
Both of those go against
A lot.
uh, a lot. And I'm not just spewing nonsense. I'm just trying to be realistic about this because I've seen this endless times. I haven't seen one of these really work out like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. And that doesn't mean this couldn't. But I will say you do want to be careful with something like this and putting all your heart into this thing. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean it can't. No, no, it doesn't mean that. But I will say, you don't just fall in love in the clouds here and think like this is just,
Okay.
you gotta be a little practical about this, I think. Again, we can go through the details about what he's really gonna do, and maybe maybe he has found the love of his life. I don't know, but in general, I think when's the next time you're gonna see him?
In a couple of weeks.
How, are you going there? Are he coming to you?
No, I'm going. He just got back. He came here. He got back 2 weeks ago. Then I'm going.
Okay, so you already got it booked.
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, I'm not going to be here to dampen your dream. I'm going to let you
Thank
live
you.
this one. I think you should live this one out. I'm not going to be here to try and try and say something to. I would never do that, but I just
Mhm.
want you to be a little bit careful. That's all. That's all.
Right. No, and I get it. I understand. I just want a couple of, advice on the long distance dating.
Yeah, well, I mean, long
Um,
distance. Again, in general, long distance. I did a whole episode on it, I think 2 times ago. But in general, long distance is problematic for many people for a variety of reasons. And I think I mentioned in the video a little bit about what we're talking about here, but yeah, it's hard because people, and I'm not gonna lie, particularly men, tend to keep their eyes open for things around their proximity. So I'm not saying he is or isn't. I'm just saying that long distance, especially at that age, at 34, it's just there's a lot of things that age gap and phase of life that he's in that could be a little problematic. But I don't want to sit here and overwhelm you with worrying. Yeah, I think you should live your life here.
okay.
No, I do, and I don't want. No, I'm not. Again, I'm not. I've already said a lot, but I'm not trying to say all this to discourage it. I just want you to be careful about it. That's all.
Okay. Okay, Rennie.
You know. I know. Listen. I know you're excited about it. I'm not trying to get you less excited. All right.
No, you
You're gonna
won't.
go
No, you
there. You're
won't.
gonna book your
No, you
trip. You
won't.
guys are gonna have a great time. You're gonna go to Pound Town. He's gonna dish it down to you. You guys are gonna have giggles, laughs. You're gonna poke, tickle, ha ha, hee hee, and everyone's gonna have a great moment. And
Yes, we
we'll see
will.
what happens after.
Okay.
All right, girl.
Okay, bye.
Best of luck to you. Oh, we. Best of luck. Whew. Guys, 1 second. My other camera turned off. I don't know why. 1 second. All right. All right. Let's do this. Let's see if it's working now. Nope. Still not working. Great. I don't know. Maybe something fell out. Whatever. I'll keep it here this time, the whole time. Come on, Nikki. Hello? Hello?
Hey, Benny.
Nikki, how you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good.
I can kind of
Can you
hear
hear
you,
me
but I think
okay?
you're a little muffled.
Okay. Is that better? Anything?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Where are you calling from, Nikki?
Seattle.
Seattle. Have we spoke before?
No, we have not.
Okay, cool. All right, what you got for us?
So it's not not a dating question. It's more like a help me date question. So I'm pretty sure you're gonna call me on some bullshit. But I'm 42 and don't want to do any of the apps. And basically everything I do, like my gym, all my classes, they have females. I do agree, all females. I do go out and about in the world. Like I go to the grocery, farmers markets. I don't want to do apps, but I would like to meet someone.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I need suggestions or just call me on my bullshit.
What do you mean call you on your bullshit? For what?
I'm for not wanting to do apps.
Well, you listen, you could have your choice of not wanting to do apps. I don't think that's a bad thing. I'm not really a pro app guy, if I'm being honest. So I have no problems with that. And where are you based again, you said?
Seattle currently, but
Seattle, right?
yeah.
Okay. So do you meet guys out? Yes or no?
No. Nobody
At all?
approaches me. except for my geriatric pharmacist.
Okay. No, nobody approaches you. When's the last relationship you were in?
Oof, I mean, my last situationship,
No,
probably.
relationship.
Yeah, I haven't really ever been in, I guess, serious long-term relationship.
Okay. When's the last date you were on?
Probably the beginning of the year.
Okay. But how'd you find him?
Online.
Oh, how'd you
Well,
do?
on
What?
the apps.
Yeah, yeah. How did that happen? Like you were on an
I
app.
mean, so when I am on the apps, I meet lovely guys. Nothing that I would have a long-term committed relationship with, but I don't have horror stories from being on the apps. I just
Right.
meet guys that
Because
are decent, but
right, because apps are used as tools. They should be tools. They're tools. And if you treat them like they're the end all be all, the fine gold, that's when everybody hates apps.
right.
And they hate them because they don't deliver them what they want when they want them. But that's not how they work. They work as tools. And if you can use it as a tool and know how to pace yourself and know how to use it intentionally and only show interest to the people you actually like and that reciprocate interest to you and everything else like that, you can use it as a tool, but it's a substitute. It's not, you're not, it's just for the moment. You're substituting one time, an hour of your day. It's not supposed to be something where you rely on that full scale to meet guys. So my point is this: if you're going to ask yourself the question, what I like to do is this exercise, which is very important, which is you're 42. Yeah.
Correct. Yep.
What kind of guy are you looking for? Age range?
I'm pretty open. I don't think I would go lower than 35, but upwards of 50 plus for sure.
Okay. So
But
let's. They have to what?
Be active, social.
Sure. So, I don't think you should go below 40 at all, actually, but that's my opinion.
Oh, great. Okay.
But anyway, okay, lifestyle. I assume you want a guy that does decent.
Yes.
Okay. So you have to really consider and think about, okay, guys who do well in their work, that are decently active, and they're between 40 and 55. Where do they go?
Great question.
I think it is a good question because it's the question that makes you reflect on, am I actually putting myself around guys at all, or am I just living my life? Those are two different things. This is what women confuse. Most of them say, I do the things that I want to do. And those are great for you. We love that. You want to take ballet? Take ballet. You want to go snowboarding? You go snowboarding. You want to go skydiving? Go skydiving. Doesn't mean those are places where guys are going to go.
True.
So my point is this: if you have a problem getting approached by the kind of guys you want, the question becomes is, why are they not approaching you? Is it either one, you're not around them, two, you are around them and you're not open for business, or three, you proactively detract them with an RBF?
I don't think 3 is the culprit.
Okay.
By any means. I like to smile. 1 for sure.
1, you're not around them.
Yeah.
Okay. How come?
I don't know where they are, and I'm not.
Well, I just asked you. Could we make some guesses?
I don't know. At work.
See, and here we go. And this is part of the reason why, and people love to really consider, like, when they say, oh, men don't know. No, women really, truly do not know men. They truly don't know them. Ask them, where do they go? They always say the same thing. I have no clue. I've never once thought about it. They've always maybe come to me or hit on me at a certain point. They just don't do it anymore. I don't know how to even get in front of them. They have no clue. And most of them, I'm going to take you out of this, Nikki. I'm not even really talking to you. I'm just kind of talking to everybody. I will come back to you in a second. But most of them actually don't want to even do anything until they feel like they actually might have to get the kind of guy they like. So the question I still think remains is, what kind of gyms are they going to? What kind of restaurants do they attend after work between 5 and 7:30 p.m. on days, not necessarily weekends? But what kind of restaurants, steakhouses, social clubs, what kind of run clubs, pickleball, gyms, across the board. When we have all of them, boom, 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 I can run them down.
Okay. I hear you. I hear you.
I'm not trying to diminish your efforts, but what I am trying to say is I think it's important for you to think about it because surprisingly, I've had calls today, and I with one lovely young lady. I was telling her, I said, "Listen, your life can change in 2 weeks, forever."
Very true.
And part of it just means putting yourself in position, and it's just a point that a lot of women don't want to consider. That's all I'm saying. They don't want to do it. It's inconvenient. It's not doesn't feed them, benefit them. They don't want anything to do with it. I say, okay.
I'll report back in 2 weeks.
I hope so. And I'm pretty sure that if you make a schedule and you do twice a week, I'm going to these places between 5 and 7:30, and then I'm going to try this new gym or something different. I'm going to join this little club over here. I'm going to do this over here. 2 weeks of doing that. Let's call it a total of 5 or 6 times in general across the board, different things. 5 or 6 specific points where you've placed yourself in position and we're even semi open for business. I'm guaranteeing you a result.
Okay. All right. Deal.
All right. We'll see. Call back in 2.
I will. All right.
All right, girl. And you guys think I'm playing. I ain't playing no games with you. Be at a different gym every day. Well, you could. You do got to get into a specific type of places. I'm not saying necessarily high-end spots. I'm just saying spots that ain't, maybe Planet Fitness is not the right one. Maybe it's a different type of energy you need. Maybe you need a Lifetime Fitness or an Equinox, something like that of that nature. I know the crunches are always fine too, but you gotta figure out a maneuver because every city is a little bit different. All those are a little bit different in each city now. Oh, hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
how's it
Sorry.
going?
Good. I was muted.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, no worries. Where are you calling from?
from Jersey.
Jersey. And how old?
28.
Okay, cool. Go ahead. Hit me what you got.
Okay. So I recently started dating because I was
Mm-hmm.
in a long-term relationship. I was engaged, and then I decided to put myself out there, and I joined a CrossFit gym. Started to go to like dance socials, just put myself out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to do dating apps, and
Mm-hmm.
I met a guy on a dating app, and everything seemed pretty well. We started talking, I want to say in like June, early June, and then I had like a trip planned for myself to go out of the country. And so then he said like, oh, like I would love to check out that country, because I'm from there. So he's like, would you be my like um kind of like personal tour guide? And I was like, oh, this seems kind of rushed, or it seems very soon. But we always talked about like even off of the first date being very intentional. We really talked about like specifics in terms of like what we're looking for, religion, like politics, just
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
so then I ended up like really thinking about it, and a week later I was like, okay, fine, yes, come along. And then from there on out, we started to hang out. We were doing about like 2 dates a week, I want to say. Um, Sometimes even like three.
Okay.
The trip was fine. Like he had his own place. I stayed with my own family. We would kind of just meet up to like sightsee. Um, And then coming back, we kept seeing each other. Everything was perfectly fine. But he always mentioned something about the chemistry. Like chemistry was lagging.
Okay.
And so at first I was like, oh, that's kind of weird and strange, right? But I just kept seeing it through because he just said, like, I want to keep, dating you and just seeing where things go. He was
Okay.
big on planning, always had like a next date planned. And so I don't know. Something happened where the last time I saw him was July 20th, and we had cooked together,
All
and
right,
it
let's the hell
was
at this. Instead of going down this rabbit hole, let me guess my questions, okay?
yes,
Because I just think it's better because we get to the point a little bit quicker, and sometimes it's
yes,
less confusing.
yes.
I heard everything you said, but now let's go back and highlight the facts. Fact number one: how long have you guys been seeing each other total?
Does that include talking or just seeing each other, like dating?
Yeah, like from the start. When did you guys start talking?
Early June.
Okay, first date was around that time.
No, he was out of the country, and so
Okay,
then as soon as he landed that same day, we set up a date. That was the 20th of June.
okay. So June 20th is when you really started talking.
Hmm.
All right, and you guys saw each other how many times in total? Remind me.
How many? What? I'm sorry.
How many times have you guys seen each other? How often?
Oh, very often. I want to say like two dates a week.
Okay, so 2 dates a week for about a month and a half,
Yes.
right? Or not even. Let's call it a month.
One. Yes,
1
because
month.
now, yes.
Okay, so he mentioned along the way chemistry issues, meaning
Hmm.
I don't really know. I'm not really sure how I'm feeling.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, and then you haven't heard from him since when?
No, we're still talking now, but
Okay.
he asked for distance. Yeah, he like canceled our date last week.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there on out, we kind of had like a conversation because he said that he was in like just in his thoughts and like going through, I don't know, like a mental funk. But then he said that he doesn't know if it's that or if it's the fact that maybe it's the chemistry part that it's just not clicking for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But he said that he still wanted to like see it through. It wasn't like he wanted to break things up. He just
Right.
wanted to,
But right. But right. But see it through, meaning he wants time to think. It's really what he's probably trying to tell you. Right.
right. Hmm.
Right. So he hasn't asked to see you since that moment, right?
No.
Okay.
And when I brought that up, he said that he felt now, since he feels like I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out, he feels like it's not gonna, it's just gonna be off.
Who's 1 foot in, 1 foot out? You?
Me, yeah. Because I said that I wanted consistency. And in terms of like when I asked him, I said, "Oh, do you want to go watch a movie then?" This is after a week of whatever him canceling. He kind of like dodged it and said no. So I told him, I'm like, well, that's kind of defeating the purpose, right? Of us
Listen,
still
it's
dating.
yeah. Overall, I think we're on the same page here, but it sounds like he lacks genuine interest to take this to the next level. I think that's clear, though.
Yeah.
I think that's super clear. Now, I can understand, you want to stick around and give it a moment, but you can give it your moment, but it's only been a month too, and he's coming to this conclusion. Now, I would hear him and I'd say, okay, listen, I wouldn't push this. I would just let this happen. I would let this unfold.
So should I just stop the communication or let it kind
I
of
mean, he
play
doesn't,
out?
if he's not trying to see you and if he's using every other which way to basically say, I don't know, he's hesitating, he's pump faking. Listen, if you're going to pump fake, okay, pump fake. Don't try and convince him. That's one thing you definitely don't want to do.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Okay. Thanks so
Think
much.
about it, right? Listen,
Yeah.
you walk into the store and you go into a store and you actually do want something. And the guy's like, no, please, we have something over here. We have something. Trust me. Don't leave. Don't leave. I think it could work. It could work. We can make this work. Okay. Hold on. Or if the guy was like, that's okay. If you don't like what we have, that's no worries. Which one is more appealing to you?
It's okay. We don't have what you
Yeah.
want.
It's not desperate. You have
Right.
self-respect. You say, listen, you don't want it. You don't want it. This is what I got on the table. This is what I got on the plate. You don't like it? Take it down. That's the way we have
Okay.
to get to because it's only a month in.
Right.
This shouldn't be. Are you sure? I mean, look back at our chemistry. Let's look back at the moments. Never do that. This is not even up for debate. No discussion. People feel the way they do. You're not going to go back and replay moments or try and bring up something to get them. It's not going to work. So when people start bringing this up, you got to say, okay, no worries. Maybe we'll just go our separate ways. That's the only
Yeah.
thing that's going to snap in reality of losing you. And we'll see if he really liked you like that.
Okay. Thank you so much,
All
Ben.
right. Appreciate you, Julia. Much love to you. Shout out to Julia. I appreciate Julia for calling in here. You know? Yeah, y'all. Listen, the likes on here, we only got 50. I need these likes up. Just like the video. Yeah, I've been asking for the likies. So I need these likies on the viddies. You know how that go. You're on the Seattle. I don't know why. We're further down that rabbit hole, I believe. Yeah, we down here. All right, y'all. Listen, that's it for me tonight. It's been an hour and a half. I do have to go. Abby, Jen, if you guys can call in Wednesday, that's my next call-in show I'm gonna be doing here on YouTube. You call in Wednesday, I'll take your call first. You call in Wednesday, I'll take your call first. I'm sorry I can't get you tonight, but it's been an hour and a half. I'm exhausted. It is a little late. I do have to heady teddy out of here. Yeah, you might have to go out and come back. But I appreciate you guys. All I'm gonna ask you to do is like the video, and I need you to subscribe to the channel. That's it. Like the video, give it a little subby tubby. It's the thumbs up behind the chat. That's right. That's right. It's the thumbs up. As if I had to say. We know it's the thummies. Shout out to you guys. Much love to y'all for calling in here and being a part of the show. I will see you guys Wednesday. Don't forget, Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. That show is going to be a heat breaker. You're going to love that show. That show is going to be a little different. You're going to like that one. That's for sure. All right. Appreciate y'all being here. Much love to y'all. Take you down.